Well, joining me now is Karl Rove, former President George W. Bush senior advisor and a Fox Business contributor. Karl, good to see you. I got to start with the Senator Stabenow line. Sometimes you get in trouble for saying the quiet part out loud. Sometimes you shout the out loud part with a bullhorn. They are out of touch with reality. That's what she did today.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go through the numbers. Kelley Blue Book says the average cost of an electric vehicle is $56,400. And the average cost of, let's say, a compact SUV, sort of, remember, most EVs are small, so I've chosen a compact SUV, $31,500. That means her car cost on average $24,900 more than the car that an ordinary American might buy that was gasoline fueled. Now, it probably doesn't matter to her, that difference, because remember, as a U.S. Senator, Senator Stabenow makes $174,000 a year, which is over 3 times the average 2022 salary of $53,490. So she probably doesn't care about that. But look at this. Fuel per cost per mile. This is from the Department of Energy, the U.S. Department of Energy. It says it costs roughly 45 cents, 45.08 cents per mile in an EV and 47.27 cents in a gas-fueled car, which means it costs you on average, according to the Department of Energy, 2 cents, 2.19 cents more to have that gas car filled up as opposed to the electric car. That means that Senator Stabenow would only need to drive her electric vehicle 136,986 miles in order to make up the difference between what she paid and what it cost. Now, that doesn't, in all fairness, that doesn't include on the gas side what oil and maintenance and so forth, but it doesn't include that on the EV side either. And on the EV side, it does not cost the $2,000 to get a level 2 charger for your home. That allows you to refuel your car at home within 8 hours. If you simply plug it into a wall socket, it will take you 40 hours. So congratulations, Senator Stabenow, for showing us just exactly how much you are out of touch with ordinary Americans. And we want to know when you drive 1,186,000 miles more in your car. And so it evens out.
I've never seen so many decimal points on one of your boards before, Karl. That's really impressive, I got to say. But here's the thing. So that's brilliant. She's got to drive 1.3 million miles to make it worth it. Good luck with that. Maybe back and forth between D.C. and Michigan. But you've got her on the one hand, so out of touch. Then you've got Janet Yellen on the other hand. And she's nothing if not persistent on blaming this problem on Putin, on anyone else. But my sense, Karl, is that's not sticking at all. Are you getting any sense that that message is working with the American electorate?
Oh, I don't. And I think at least she admitted that she was wrong, or that the administration was wrong in saying it was going to be transitory. Look, they created this with the American Rescue Plan and out-of-control spending. With all due respect, too, some of it came from the stimulus package in 2020 under President Trump, the March 2020 and December 2020, which were probably too generous. But we know that the American Rescue Plan with $2 trillion, $1.9 trillion in additional spending was way unnecessary. So at least they're admitting that they got a problem. But you're right. I thought it was really an interesting exchange you had there with Yellen on gas prices, because, look, think about it. They spent a year and a half shutting down supply. She said it was a question of demand and supply. So they're leasing only 20% offshore than on what they should be doing. They're doing no leasing on federal lands. They are making it more difficult to build pipelines. They are making it more difficult to transport this material. They killed the Keystone XL pipeline. They have new regulations that are driving up the cost of production. All of that diminishes supply. And the best thing we could do is to reverse those steps and start to dig our way out of this by increasing supply. But it took them a year and a half to get into the ditch. It's going to take even longer than that to get out.
Well, and here's the worst part, according to Gina Raimondo. I want you to listen to this. She's saying, Karl, you've got some solutions there. She's saying there's not much more we can do to combat inflation. Listen.
Unfortunately, that is the brutal reality. This is in large part caused by Putin's aggression. Gas prices have gone up over $1.40 a gallon. And the reality is that there isn't very much more to be done.
Catch this. They're out of touch, blame shifting, and now there's nothing we can do. Karl, how in the world does that message work for the midterms?
It doesn't. But the Republicans better get up there and take advantage of this opening and say there are lots of things we can do. Let's start by looking at the regulations that you're piling on this economy and see what we can do to reduce the cost of those regulations, which will fall straight to the bottom line. Let's reverse these policies that you did on energy. Won't happen overnight, but it will begin to move things in the right direction. Let's look at every way that the government can take an action to reduce the cost of people being able to grow things, manufacture things, and get things to market. But you got to start with energy, because energy gets built into everything that we do. The cost of diesel today is at a record high, and that makes itself felt in everything we purchase, because almost everything we purchase has to get on a truck and move from point A to point B to get close to us. So, you know, if she doesn't think that there's anything more that they can do, then hand in your resignation and let's get a Commerce Secretary who will at least try. This is one of the smarter, more able people in the cabinet, and she is throwing in the towel. That is a problem for America.
Yeah, there's got to be somebody who can find a way out. And if you're throwing up your hands at this point, then you are in the wrong job. Karl Rove, you're in the right job. Always great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.